Hi Leo, welcome to Distilled Tarot. This is Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be for the new moon on October 16th, taking us through the next full moon, which is going to happen on October 31st. So it's kind of like a bi-monthly. I just go by the lunar cycles. We'll be taking a look at your current situation, the most likely outcome, get you some advice. Then we're going to clarify all of the cards. And then we'll pull some oracle cards to close out the reading. Okay. So first off, the topic that we're going to be talking about today is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We're using the Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. So there's some opportunity that you're either avoiding paying attention to, or you're sensing that it's quite, like, you can't quite see it, but you're sensing that it's on the horizon. Some sort of hidden opportunity. And then your challenge in the situation is the Four of Wands in reverse. So this may be an achievement or some sort of benchmark that you've been planning on, hoping for, expecting, kind of looming over the situation. It's a challenge that you've set out to achieve for yourself. And then what you're focusing on is the Page of Potions. This is the Page of Cups in this deck. So you're really searching for what it is that you're going to enjoy out of this situation. And that seems to be the crux of the matter so far. That seems to be like, okay, I can see this seed of an opportunity that I can plant. Does it fit within my larger framework of the goals that I've set for myself and these benchmarks that I want to achieve? And what am I going to enjoy about it? Let's take a look at your recent past. Regarding this situation, thank you. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you learned a lesson about balance, about how much you can have on your plate at any one given time, how much you can manage, and still maintain that focus on achievement that you've set for yourself. The energy of the environment around you is the Seven of Swords. So everyone that you're involved with right now is on a little bit of a, like, I don't know if that's a weird way to say it, a little bit of a high alert. It's like they have their spidey senses activated that there could be trouble afoot. There could be some sort of problem. They're wondering about other people's motivations. They're wondering, can I trust these people? Can I trust this person? And that's affecting you as well. Let's see what's coming up in your near future. All right, we've got some forward movement here with the Chariot and, the Six of Presents. This is lovely. So in the very near future, you're going to be moving swiftly and steadily in a very focused manner towards exactly what you need. What you need is going to be made available to you, and you're headed straight toward it. Okay, next up, we're going to get you some advice. Let's see. What is the advice for our Leos? Thank you. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. So don't cling too tightly to the way that you've done things in the past or what feels comfortable. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, because some element of seizing this opportunity that's on the table for you is going to require you to act in a manner that you're not accustomed to acting, and potentially giving up some aspect of your methods, your methodology, that keeps you feeling safe and comfortable. Next up is your surprise energy. What is coming toward Leo that they don't see coming? What is going to take our Leos by surprise in this situation? Judgment. There's some sort of decision that you're waiting on. Either you have to make a decision, or you're waiting on, or will be waiting on, a decision from someone else who has some measure of control over your situation. The decision's going to come in your favor. So the fact that it's unexpected could be you're not expecting that someone else is going to have control over the situation. That may be the surprise element. Like, oh, I didn't think that I'd have to be subject to someone else's supervision or decision here. In which case, don't worry too much when that comes up, because it looks like the decision is going to fall in your favor. Or it may be that you already know that there's going to be something that you have to decide or someone else has to decide, but you're kind of expecting that the decision is going to be something that you won't like. In which case, the surprise is going to be, surprise, you are really going to like the outcome. Next up is your hopes and fears. Two cards. The first card is the 10 of Candles, which is the 10 of Wands in reverse. You are really hoping that you can lay down a burden. Something that you've been carrying for a long time, something that you've felt obligated to do for a long time, and you want to be able to release this. But at the same time, you're afraid of what that would mean, because this has been a part of your life maybe for a while. And, when you release that burden, what is going to come in its place? The unknown. Oh, wow. The other card in conjunction with that energy is the Empress. So that tells me that by releasing this burden, you're really wanting and hoping that it ends up with you being really empowered, and that it will free you up to receive a lot of things that have been held back from you, because your arms were full, metaphorically, with this obligation or this burden. And by releasing the burden, you'll be open-armed, so that all these things that have been trying to come into you, you'll have the room to receive it. And it's in true Leo fashion. The Empress is, I think, totally Leo energy, because she knows exactly what she's worth. She knows her value, and she just attracts everything that she wants and needs and deserves, and knows how to arrange things so that things just flow to her. And this is not gender specific, this is an energy. But nevertheless, it feels like a great symbiosis between that dropping of the burden with the 10 of Wands in reverse, and then the stepping into the Empress energy. Now that is your hopes and fears though, so just be careful not to overinflate the importance of those issues in this topic. Okay, and now we're moving on to the final outcome. Based on the current set of circumstances, what is your current most likely outcome? What is Leo going to make out of this opportunity? The Seven of Wands. Interesting. I'm going to wait to clarify this because this could mean quite a few things. On first glance, I feel like it's expanding or bringing into focus the actions that are going to be necessary. So it's like, while this Ace of the subject that we're talking about right now, the Ace of Pentacles, is in reverse. So there's a little bit of a lack of clarity, or it's like a hidden opportunity. The Seven of Wands could be really zeroing in on like a revelation of action, a revelation of what needs to be done. But again, I want to wait on the clarifiers to read more into that. All right, next up, clarifiers. Okay, first let's look at this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here? What does this opportunity represent? Clarified by the Five of Pentacles. It's an opportunity to get away from it all. It's there's something that you want to separate yourself from. Could be a vacation or a trip. It feels like some sort of travel. Let's take a look at what's blocking this. This system in place that you have that is not in agreement. Clarifying the Four of Wands in your challenge position is the High Priestess. So when I was talking before about this issue or this way of addressing the world, you know, your systems that you have in place, your routines, and the overall like benchmark of success that you have in mind for yourself, there's something that you're intuitively aware of already. And the challenge is, are you going to make the changes that your intuition is prompting you to make? Are you going to listen to your intuition regarding what benchmarks of success you should be aiming for now that this new opportunity is becoming evident, becoming possible? Your focus, trying to see the Page of Cups, trying to see what you really want. It could also be expressing your emotions. If you already know what you want, now I think that there's this conflict right now between what it is that you feel is going to make you happy and the opportunity. So clarifying the Page of Potions is the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, there's this element of control with the Four of Wands in your challenge position, with that needing to listen to your intuition. you have very strong opinions and very strong established ways of doing things that are limiting your ability to feel happy in the situation, or to get out of this opportunity what you're meant to get out of it. In your recent past, clarifying the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, this lesson learned about what you can handle, what you can achieve balance. Yeah. The lesson that you learned, the balance that you invited into your life by learning this lesson, had to do with changing your habits and improving your environment so that it held you back a lot less. So you've already been grooming your environment to be way more conducive to your own personal satisfaction and success. Like, you've looked temptation in the eye and said, no more. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't care how long I was doing it. I'm just not doing that. That's not part of my life anymore. And then by making that decision, it brought your life into a much better equilibrium. And I think you're very proud of yourself for having learned that. Strength in the crowning position. I love to see the Strength card come out for my Leos, but even more so in the crowning position, because that says to me that your environment is all about you. Your environment is completely suited and arranged and planned with you in mind. So whatever distrust or suspicions that may arise, you can find your inner strength leads you through that minefield of self-doubt and doubt of other people and doubt of institutions and doubt of just what is real, what is important. You know what I mean? That this is an important path to navigate through in order to really build your character and solidify the characteristics that make you you are going to become even more heightened through this experience. Clarifying the, let me put the deck down, clarifying the near future with this Chariot and Six of Pentacles is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So no more will you need to rely on the judgment of other people, the contributions of other people. I feel like a sense of like retracting from dependence on other people's contributions to a situation really frees you up to move swiftly and steadily toward exactly what you need. Like, maybe for too long you've been concerning yourself with what other people need and what other people need from you. And so by removing that from the situation, this is possible. Your advice. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? What is Leo meant to let go of? These beliefs or habits that made them feel safe and secure. What are they meant to let go of? What is the advice to let go? Let go of lessons learned. This is hearkening back to your recent past. We had the Page of Pentacles in reverse. That by learning that lesson, you were able to let go of things that held you back and find better equilibrium in your life. So don't go back to anything that made you feel safe and comfortable. Remember, if it was part of the lesson that you learned, the thing that you needed to let go of, that was represented by the Devil in reverse. What is this surprise, this judgment? Six of Cups. So it could be regarding a past person. Could be like an ex or a childhood friend is instrumental in this surprise. The decision could be made by someone from your past that you have positive feelings toward, or it could be about them or involving them in some way. Six of Cups is also a very positive card, so that just underscores the original interpretation that this is going to be a decision that is in your favor. All right, next up, the hopes and fears. Releasing burdens to become your best self. Yep. Eight of Wands. Incoming energy, fast moving toward what you want. Oh, gosh. Okay, I need to caution you guys because I feel like this is saying that your actions are, you're motivated or instinctively going to want to take swift action based on your fears. Be very careful about that. When you find yourself being wanting to take action or planning to take action based on something you don't want or an outcome you're afraid of, try your best to reframe that in acting or moving towards something that you do want. It can be just a minor distinction in the way that you frame it, but it can have major implications. Because based on the law of attraction, it's what your focus, your true underlying focus is what you're pulling in. So if you're really, really focusing on the burden that you want to release and taking action with that in mind, in a way, you're telling the universe, I like having this big burden in my life because it motivates me to do all of these great things. So please bring more burdens into my life. Let me feel this motivated by burdens feeling more. So watch for your motivation. Do your best to reframe it and say, it's not that I want to leave this thing behind. It's that I want happiness. I want independence. I want to feel like things are flowing to me. You know what I mean? Not that I want to stop feeling like things are blocked. Just flip it and it will make a big difference in your manifestation. Okay, last but not least, thank you. Okay, so where did we have the Four of Wands? Oh, in your block. So the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is hearkening back to your block. Your eventual outcome is going to hinge on whether or not you're able to meet this challenge and overcome this challenge. This is something that you're really going to have to stand up for yourself and stay true to your principles. But remember, your principles are in question right now. There's something that your intuition is asking you to make adjustments about. There's something that your gut feeling or your spiritual knowingness, your higher self, however you conceptualize that, something in you knows that you need to change something about yourself, about your way of doing things, your systems, your routines. And the outcome of you really shining your light for the world to see and standing up for yourself is going to be based on the newness that comes out of it, if that makes sense. Based on the change that you make in this regard, that's what you're going to be standing on the mountaintop and shouting to the world, metaphorically speaking. Okay, now we're going to pull some oracle cards to close out your reading. First up, we're going to pull from the Affirmators deck. These are affirmations, if it wasn't obvious by the name Affirmator. Okay, we have everyone's a teacher. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. So there's going to be, in this opportunity, in your review of your routines, perhaps someone or a situation that's really going to rub you the wrong way and annoy the heck out of you. That irritation is kind of a blessing in disguise, so that you can be irritated enough to make a change. It kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone a little bit. So don't focus too much on the irritation. Focus on yourself and what it's prompting you to do. Next, we're going to pull from the Fear Nothing Oracle deck. My attention's being drawn to this, the Five of Pentacles that felt like a trip or a vacation. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of travel that's incorporated into this whole situation. Like the things that we've been talking about are going to unfold as part of planning for a trip or during the course of taking the trip. Okay, from the Fear Nothing deck, we have Ponder Your Blessings and a figure cozy cuddled up with their little pet kitty. This is about gratitude. So staying in the spirit of gratitude is also a very important factor with manifesting your desired outcome. When you shift your perspective to consider what you can be grateful in each moment, it changes the outcome dramatically. If you live too much in the future and what you feel should be happening or what you should be working toward, and not focusing enough on what you have now. Let me put it another way. Like, imagine a past version of yourself coming into contact with you now. and try and remember past versions of you and what you wanted at that time in your life. And imagine how that past version of you would view your life right now. Like a version of you 5 years ago or 10 years ago, seeing your home situation, seeing your relationships, seeing your work situation, seeing your financial situation, seeing what love you have in your life, what, you know, it can be an interesting mental exercise or emotional review exercise to generate some more feelings of gratitude, because the longer we have a positive thing in our life, the less importance we can possibly place on it, and we start taking it for granted. The more gratitude you have for that particular blessing or positive thing in your life, the more you can pull similar things toward you. So if you take things for granted, they're likely to fall out of your life. If you appreciate things and give time of your focus, like spend time in your day focusing on things that you appreciate about your life, and that energetically will pull more positivity into your life. Ponder your blessings. Next, we're going to pull from the Halloween Oracle. What messages do we have for Leo for the second half of October? We have Night Song, Hidden Talents. The way that you've arranged your life so far, or at least leading up to this moment, may have created an environment where certain talents or skills or abilities that you have are not being celebrated or utilized. And that could be an aspect of these changes that you're being prompted to make by this reading, to bring out your hidden talents, your true, like what you're hoping to be able to let out, the potential that's within you for greatness. All right, and lastly, we're going to pull from the Making Magic deck, a closing message for the end of October. We have the Festival. The festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. I feel this is tied to the trip or travel that you're going to be taking. Perhaps you're going to some sort of a festival. An energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. So this is something that is in the plans, so to speak, in the greater plan. And potentially because of these shifts in your life, that it's going to be the impetus for change. All right. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys again next time, coming up on the full moon on Halloween, October 31st. Bye.